Polish. And so the story of my father was a story that I promised to write even as a little girl. And he would say, one day, I will tell my story, and one day you will write it in your good English. So the time came, my father had died, I found some tapes, I started writing his story. In the process of writing his story, my story was evolving. And towards the middle part of the book, I realized it wasn't his story at all. It really was my story. My time on Sunup, people see one thing, but the life I was leading after I left Sunup was another. Many of you probably know that I left Sunup in order to go to the Christian Broadcast Network and become an evangelist with Pat Robertson. That's not really how it happened. What happened was, I happened to have been saved in an avocado orchard in Escondido. And I found Jesus at the time. And somebody had sent a videotape of my work to Pat Robertson at CBN in Virginia Beach, unbeknownst to me. I got a call from CBN, I thought they said CBS, asking me if I would like to take the bureau chair in Jerusalem and be the news bureau chief for them in Jerusalem. And at the time, Pope John Paul was going through the Holy Land, and my first opportunity would be to interview the Pope. Well, it's a little hard to say no when you're working on Sunup San Diego and you're told you can interview the Pope. And, you know, and advance a career in journalism, which I was trained in all my life and through school. So I said goodbye to everybody, cashed in my lovely apartment in Coronado, sold my car, most of my furniture, said goodbye to Jerry G and all the friends, had a big send-off, and away I went driving to Virginia Beach, Virginia, waiting for my ticket to Jerusalem. I got there on Thursday, and they said, we're going to give you your ticket on Monday. By the way, this is all in the book. But in the meantime, our co-host on the 700 Club is ill. They didn't tell me she had a nervous breakdown. And would you please sit in with Pat Robertson and Ben Kinchlow? I didn't know who they were. I never watched that show. And I said, well, sure, I can do TV in my sleep. I don't know. What do I have to do? Well, you have to interview some folks, and you got to read a few books. And I said, okay, no problem. Did that show for 2 days. Seemed fine. Nice set, nice people, beautiful equipment. Some of the best equipment I'd ever seen. Over the weekend, living in a hotel room, waiting for my ticket to Jerusalem. On Monday, I go into the Human Resources Department to get the ticket and get the lowdown on who do I talk to when I get to Jerusalem and all of that business. And there are memos on the wall and on all the cubicles and on the door that I pushed through to get into the Human Resources Department, and it said, please welcome Danuta as the new co-host of the 700 Club. They didn't even ask me. Because it was assumed that that was the Lord's will. I was at the ministry. I was now working for a ministry, and if the Lord, wherever that word comes from, human resources, that's what you do. And so I felt that that was what I was supposed to do.